Hey guys, so I just got off of work. Again, if you ever see me with my blonde wig on, you can pretty much guarantee that I probably just got off of work. I had a really early shift today because I opened, but the one thing I really like about having early shifts is I really like getting off early, having my day. It gives me lots of time to do homework or do other things, and it's just really nice because by the time I get done, I still have my whole day ahead of me. Like watching the leaves right now because we have a storm coming in, so wind's starting to pick up and all of that. And I was actually really excited about it because I really like rain and storms. But I found out that it's only going to be like 3 hours, so it's going to be here and be gone. I don't know. I like rain. It's the downside of California right now. Not enough rain. That's why we're in a drought. But I love the rain, so it's really sad. I like California weather for the most part because I don't really like extreme hot or extreme cold weather. That's why I can never live in Canada like Brittany. But I wish there was a little bit more rain though, because I really enjoy the rain. It makes me happy. It's like reading weather, you know? It's reading weather. So it's finally raining, which makes me super happy because I love the rain. I don't like the drivers in the rain, but I like the rain. I felt so bad and I couldn't stop, but I came this close to hitting a puppy. That close. And he was so cute, and obviously he belonged to someone, but it was like, especially in the rain, it was probably the most unsafe place that I could get out of my car to help him. Plus, a lot of the shelters in my area are closed today. I don't know why, but it's hard. But I came so close to hitting it because he just darted out in front of my car, and luckily I stopped in time, but then he just stood in front of my car and he was yapping at me and he was barking at me and the cutest little bark, and he just didn't know any better. He didn't know any better. He was young, and there was like a construction worker off to the side, like, or a road worker or something like that. And he was like, get out of the street, like trying to shoot the dog out of the street. Because obviously I couldn't go if the dog was there. And it just like took everything in me not to turn around and try and figure out something for the dog. But like, it's just, if only I could save every stray dog around here that I come across, because there are always stray dogs around here, always. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Do other people have this issue where there's just tons of stray dogs all the time? Because we have so many stray dogs. Like, I just rescued one a couple of weeks ago and managed to foster it with a neighbor, and that was really great, that they were willing to take her in. And now I don't think they're going to keep her, but they are putting the effort in to make sure that she goes to a good home because she's such a sweetheart. But I also have dogs of my own, so it's very difficult for me to foster dogs because I just can't really do that. I don't have the time or the capacity to do that. So it makes it very difficult, but it was so hard. It was so hard to like not stop and, but again, it wouldn't have been safe for me to do that. It just was not in a safe area for me to get out of the car, especially when it's pouring rain. It wasn't realistic, but it was still very difficult. Also, I just came from the store, and keep in mind it's not even noon right now, and this is how you know I've already had a long day and I've worked already, because as I'm walking out of the store, I look back at the cashier and I tell him to have a good night. It's just so automatic, like, I'm saying, it's like, I have two modes. It's either have a good morning or have a good night, and I'm not really sure why I was in the mode of have a good night when I worked this morning, but I said have a good night, and then I made it worse by like being like, oh, I've had a long day, I'm sorry, what time is it? And I just made it so much worse by being so awkward about it when they probably didn't even notice to begin with, but they definitely noticed after I tried to cover it up very unsuccessfully. And I was just like, oh, but yeah. I should have just like been like, okay, I'm gonna never come back here. But that's not true because I go there all the time. But have you ever done that? Have you ever done that where it'll be like, the morning you'll say have a good night, or it's like good night? I don't think I've ever said like good morning when it's nighttime, but I have said like obviously have a good night when it's nowhere near nighttime. and nowhere near close enough. But all this rain and gray is throwing off my greetings. But I can't complain because I love the rain and it makes me so happy. It makes me so happy, guys. Alright, I am starving, so I need to get inside. I wish that when I go to conventions, they give us shirts this nice. This shirt that was given away for free at a convention. What kind of convention was it?
Android Developers Convention.
An Android Developers Convention that my brother was at. And it's made by American Apparel. Who has their free shirts made by American Apparel?
Smallest companies have the best shirts.
Yeah, why is that? You would think that the bigger companies could afford it better.
Yeah, well, they really want people.
Yeah, well, go small companies. Like, this wins me over. I'm kind of a big consumerism. I'm big into consumerism, I guess, like that. Because it works on people like me. But seriously, like, I wish you guys could, like, feel this through the camera because it is so soft. I have never had a free t-shirt as nice as this. I'm a little bit jealous. I never thought I'd be jealous of this t-shirt. So if you guys couldn't tell, I lied and I didn't stay at home. I went inside and I was going to go get something to eat, but then my brother was like, I'm going to go to Target and get sushi, and I'm like, of course I want sushi.
Not sushi from Target.
No, not sushi from Target. No, but it's like if I'm already hungry and I really, really want... Sushi's always a good idea. I know, like, Sierra and Emma and people always give me such a bad time about this, but I love sushi. I love sushi. I don't care. I like things raw. I like cookie dough, and I like sushi. Seriously, Sierra and Emma were giving me such a bad time because I like cookie dough. They're like, ew, it's gonna give you salmonella, and you know what? Salmonella comes from eggshells, not the eggs. Be clean when you are making things, guys. But in all fairness to Sierra, though, not that Sierra, like this Sierra. In all fairness, though, she just doesn't like cookies in general. Yeah, I know, but she's just, I don't think she's just not that big on sweets. Sierra's just not big on sweets. She likes carrots. That's like her comfort food. But you know, I kind of give her credit. I kind of wish I was like that because it would just make it so easy to eat healthy.
Carrots are comforting though. Like,
I do like
crunch.
carrots. It is very satisfying. Like, carrots are a very satisfying food.
Baby carrots.
So I guess I kind of understand. Yeah, the puppy is gone. I don't see him. That makes me feel better, and I don't see any dead puppy bodies.
Thank you.
We drove by the place where I told you guys that I saw the not the dead puppy, I know, not the dead puppy, the very alive puppy that was barking at me that I almost hit. We drove by the place where I saw the puppy, and the puppy is not here, and there is no puppy body in the road, so nobody hit it. So as of right now, in my mind, that puppy is safe. I'm just hoping that either somebody picked it up or the owners found him, because I was really scared. I'm like, God, what if I come by and there's gonna be a puppy body and I'm gonna feel so horrible, and I'm gonna feel even more awful about not stopping. Even though, as I said, it would have been unsafe, I still would have felt horrible. But I'm glad there's no puppy body. And I feel like this conversation took a weird turn. I went from talking about cookie dough and carrots to dead puppies. But I am really happy about that puppy. Sushi is the bomb.com, bro.